February 7th, 2006.
2007, actually.
Is it 7?
Yeah.
No, it's 2006. He's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. Holy shit.
That I felt all the
Your
horrors
idea
of
is
the day.
ahead of his time.
Madly flushed with cards and intoxication, I was in the act of insisting upon a toast of more than wonted profanity when my attention was suddenly diverted by the violent.
Good man. Ancient oak, Jak Progresso, learn it, composited, sulfur deposited in your brain.
Madly.
IDE.
What about hard drugs? You still doing coke?
Nope. That shit is evil as far as I'm concerned. And I'm laying off that shit.
So no crack either?
No.
Violent.
Sometimes when I take it, it helps me take a shit. You know, when I want to lose weight.
Okay. And big tits or asses?
Big tits. I'm talking heavy double D. I'm talking back problem tits. I like big tits. Natural. On small women.
Alright. What do you think of Clyde Barker?
Yo, he's the king, man. The man. You like him?
No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, Clyde Barker's ill.
Oh yeah, you read a book, right? On that?
The Damnation Game.
That shit was sick too, I read that. Just a fucking visual king, man, of fucking horror. Hellraiser, that's the shit.
Madly felt all the horrors, must I say that I madly felt all the must I say that I madly felt all the horrors, must I say that I madly felt all the must I say that I madly felt all the horrors, must I say that I felt all the horrors of the damned.
The move its head.
The holiest of the unholy.
He came to a pillar.
Ancient oak.
And placed it on the man.
2007. I stare at old friends. It's hard to see the point cause I'm wearing a goat's head on top of a perch fence. I eat unborn birds with poached eggs. Toast kegs with Jak and Alucard. I beat down white kids with dreads. Like incense and tents. Trip to light tints and tents. Messiah kaleidoscope. I bring the vibes like xylophones. Retire high alone. Yeah, son, I'm in the house. You're best to check your dial tone. I'm the reason the nail files broke. Beside pale piled bones, I tell tales behind the stove. They get gassed up. Your girl's in the cock, but that's the type of trash I pass up. Stash drugs, anything from a fast buck. Don't really fast much. Coming through your hood in a big truck to run you over then back up. While I'm getting head from some thick slut. Big butt, big up to sick fuck. Fatal attraction, soon to be a label in action. Behavior is passion, behold the savior saving sacraments. On the cross painted black backwards hits. The priest who lost faith will watch this morph change.
Engaged, there are demons trapped in my ribcage. Transformations, they're in this phase. I'm undergoing, the one that's chosen. Watching the one that shows in. Has it occurred to ya? Mass murderer. Looking for some chick with an ass that has curvature. Cause it's like living in a crib that lacks the furniture. Pony Cretan, unholy region. This Mamoni eating Puerto Rican kick shit like flares on Palmer horse. I bring the kind of force that turns your brains to tomato sauce with tomahawks. I brought the weapon to the sink, then rinsed it off. On a bench, he hits the bar until he begins to cough. I blow the doors off the hinge with the clinch in the cough. It's funny cause fucking coughs and hit the wall with such a force. It'll look like a dummy sauce. Rusty sauce, bloody floors. Fuck it, let's go outside and blow up some stores. They don't know the rules of the game or the deal. Looking for horse to kill, rag soaked in chlorophyll. Welcome to Horrorville. I order fill my clip to the top and let the auto bill. Cause they were warned to chill.
Black magic, hallucinogen, spell, chemist, lab jacket, drug work, mud wasp pie, built with no circling buzzards. Dysentery shit out of buck verse. Gutter, I'm the other. I cause the labs that smell like tree huggers, smothered in opiates from tents in the summer. Tune out and put my ear to mother and hear the bugs work. Shacked up and suffering, numb with a young bird. I sponge tension from my soul when it suffers. Stucker, upper torso, bust the corpse glow before the ghost left the vessel and touched her. I float numbers and clouds of phosphorus dust. But butterflies and paranormal forms flutter. I'm off the hook like Simpson and Blade. Trip, sit in the kitchen, mix 6 sticks with Wiccan and hay. Twisted sinners and saints, sisters and rape. 8 innards with grapes, slit thinner slivers for steak. Serial killers estate, frigid. I did it, dip stiffs and rivers and lakes. Living mistake, ancient old, black umbrella gill. You heard it, you know the deal. Underground shit, sewer pipe rap, mouth.
Ancient fucking old.
ID on this for chloroform, mind release pills, 07. Magic stars falling like umbrella shit falling. Yeah, the levels are good, sir. Yo, wake up, man. Still doing it. Yo, what's the response, yo? Let Jak go. Hospital bed straps, bro. You think I'm an act? I'll show you how I act when I clap this number acts to crack backbones. I'll shoot tobacco, driving a backhoe, and crush your son on his power wheel so blood covers the axle. I'm about to smash skulls if they don't give me my new prescription of Paxil. My lab coat is covered in soot from black smoke, stained from chemical residue and blood spackle. A mountain climb like Uriah Heep with a foul spines, punch through telephone poles till my forearms are covered in black burn marks from power lines. I'll choke your girl with a towel tied for an hour time until blue circles formed around her eyes. Dumped around some pines, buried in pounds of lime till the feds found her dry. Let's squat on her face like a cat behind the plate with runners on base and black eye paints a race. Wait. Yeah. I don't even know. Let me spit grim. I'm anger driven, madder than 1,000 hells, ripping mics, spitting, so you can hear the hydraulics of my jaws hissing like garbage truck pistons. Green acidic, saliva dripping. My head rotates on a pivot like anti-aircraft cannon mounts you can sit in. Machine corps enlistment like Gundam robot suit division. 3 numeric 6s imprinted behind earlobe and new Roman typewriter ribbon. My brain's made up of heavy black wires ripping, leaking emissions. Scholars and scientists catching glimpses of its mass on a metal table attached to oxygen support assistance, surrounded by chemists trying to fix it. Decoded and encrypted. Authorization without security clearance is not permitted. Not allowed inside. Robot movements. You got robot movements. Robot movements. Barbie doll movements. Anyway. Yo, bury me alive so I can learn to speak maggot rub. Unearth caskets though and drag it from graveyards to the van with the winch latch in front. Hit reverse and back it up. Piggyback it from the van to the front door of the summer home I have this month. Work boots, tracked in mud. Blast the stereo, put the plastic up before flashing floods that fill the kitchen floor. Tile wrap cracks with blood. Stalk victims after lunch. Wrap them up, carry to the back and dump. Hair matted, stuffed in a suitcase that attracted bugs. Don't worry about the evidence I grab with gloves. Power watched fingerprints off vehicle interiors and sandblast the rugs. Suicide notes drafted once. I'm late. Rabbit hole.
On shrooms again. You guys see that? Surprise. Is that you see it too? Another adventure on the poisonous thoughts of life. Eating plants and fungus. This is a lovely afternoon. Rainy, miserable fucking day. Yo.
Spell cast, we self-sacked, hear hell's laugh. I walk in torment, lash my own back and grown back. In the dark alone, past time as saucers pass by. My eyes in a flash of light, this is me and my afterlife. Misinterpreted like ancient man, perceived space visitors with flashlights. Smoking past pipes with strange leaves like great chiefs on a plain beach. I've seen tame demons, use my mind to change sea. Son, the scene seem plain. I'm detailed like the plains of Nazca. Invade with flags up, ye-yo wisdom Oka the ancient master. Focus on my brain and matter. Smoke from the log cabin, ride through the rain and fog. The Mad Hatter with various plots. I ride through heavens on chariots of the gods, watching the arrogant rot. Oak soon to sell out and turn pop. We burn flocks of ghosts aside the mountain road. I arrive to eternal water to find the fountain road. Spit to the sound of 1,000 trained souls. I freak minds, magical like Chris Angel. Sit in front of mirrors and watch myself covered with Celtic tribal bands tangled. I'll feel mangled with star spangled. It's all this sin, the profound mystic guardian. They say I rap strange. I sit back and watch the map change and map
rap space, mass state. Every page I turn turns into ash and evaporates.
I plug the wires into my neck and connect its input and adjust my antenna until the reception is good. The adapter seems to be attached to things like plasma screens. Allows me to trap my dreams, play it back and capture scenes. Attack regimes from tanks to blast machines. I lift trucks back with massive teams off the floor with tractor beams. Experts perform surgery, upgrade complex network of circuitry until my head works perfectly, verbally accessing my database, looking for candidates. I can blind with the cannon mace.
Yeah!
Umbrella caps, born on a storm. That's it.
Yeah!
Chloroform, July 21st, yeah. 2006. Ooh.
Hey yo, I travel right like Aldous Huxley with an Arbian pen. Scribble Arsian bang, evoke army of dead. Late to my session, congested, cause I partied again. Bored, come to this party to vent. When I record it comes off partly lament. Mic voice, Carney and phlegm. Marquise de Sade theater, reach out to the kids like Barney and friends. I'll be with Citizen X and Bensonhurst, or I'll be with Ted. In the sticks mixed with barley and tents. Come back to Park Slope, smoke, eat shrooms and joke with Charlie and them. I follow trails and sniff coke, toast Oakwood mugs of bottled ale. But can't socialize with friends cause I'm wired like monorails. I rage, causing the veins of my neck to swell up to my collar tears. Rest in peace to Sid Barrett, who inspired me to lose it and make art from insanity's hitched marriage. Society strums my electric nerve strings, so I lick Alice and grip sadness in the courtyard of a bad trip palace. Might grab savage, no pistol grip. Battle me with brittle bits. Little shit, you in one imaginary army of crystal ships. I whittle sick webs of black widow spit. You want negative shit? I'm the negative kid who smiles and gives dap and never meant what he did. Morbid, macabre, demented, lament when he spits. I'll break in your house front entrance with picks. Draw muscles clenched in battles, tendons get ripped. Stomach's gutted, cut from gutted, in love with gore. A fucking dork, dropped off at the wrong mother's doorstep, addressed by a drunken stork. Get coke like Robin Williams, bugged as more, spaced out as interstellar shuttle doors that travel in supernova black holes and hover orbs. Lessons on infanticide with a side of cannibalism following the main supper course. Buttered pork, apple mouth, human head, pig roasted, stuck with forks. My flows are the result of what happens when you're buzzed and bored. I came to Earth on the event horizon and brought dust aboard. Cover mics with halitosis and clutch the cord till it splices like conjoined twins. Hit the surgery, cut the cord, and leave rappers roadkill for days in the desert sun till buzzards soar. I'm a diesel Mack truck engine with an American grill like the front of Fords. I'm broke like Russia's poor, so I hibernate upper north, lighting bonfires to signal the other hordes. You want negative shit? I'm the negative kid who smiles and gives dap and never meant what he did. Morbid, macabre, demented, lament when he spits. I'll break in your house front entrance with picks. Draw muscles clenched in battles, tendons get ripped. Topic change the scene, everyone hates me. That MCs and I hate back the MCs. Basically, mom, how come the other kids don't wanna play with me and talk shit till my ears pop and make a beep? Pop all shades of green, the session sucks, I can't wait to leave. Sorry, that wasn't me, it was this brain tumor with fingernails, face and teeth that I grew from the overconsumption of endorphins it drained from me. Dead apple orchards, orchids and purple, corpses and gurgles. I'm that distressed satellite blinking colored lights, monitoring your planet like orbit in circles. I lost it and live in a shell like a negative shit. I'm the negative kid who smiles and gives dap and never meant what he did. Morbid, macabre, demented, lament when he spits. I'll break in your house front entrance with picks. Draw muscles clenched in battles, tendons get ripped. That's like a fur. Yo, Circle breathers, ancient oak shit. Bleeding forest. I stay hating choruses. I've been a sleeping giant for so long, my back's become densely forested. Leave lakes in the shape of footprints, create sin. Pin cushions, toothpicks, and straight pins. Dragon armor, I breathe through external gill filaments, used to extract oxygen from water. I drag a pine box, 9,009 blocks, so the corpse inside rots. On so much acid, my spine's clogged. I lead sheep and devour entire flocks of livestock. What punk MCs in my eyes spot? I look at Earth and see barely developed pond scum and insects trying to climb rocks. My optic lids look like horizontal dime slots, cause I still pump hair synovium melt, I grind pot. Snatch cats by the LLB rugbies and transport backpacks. Like hunters snag traps, kidnap rats, drag the corpse to a grove of plum trees and crabgrass. What is fame? My shit is the same, I'm a lab rat. I stay in basements like lax bats.
Save thoughts in my brain for storage. Spray of faces with Agent Orange, then escape to the ancient forest where I arrange angels to say my chorus. Beneath the tongue and jaw lie venom glands. I spit with black hoodies, Timberlands, and denim bands, concocting neurotoxins. I leave MCs with zero options. Enjoy tunes that are harmonic, hard shots with narcotics, dark topics, and playing with sharp objects. A pentor dragging you by your suspenders to send you head first to the cement floor. Skinny fucks with shitty luck, roaming the city drunk. Look at sluts that wanna get their titties sucked. The great author, my shit is way harder. Can't take another day longer. Killed MCs and became stronger. Can't swing swords with me, my blade sharper. Snake charmer, grave robber, hate monger. Slash New York City train bomber. Writing my name with a paint marker.
Pronounced ID like hard drive. I dig in dirt like archives. The dark shark guys. I roll with tricked out smart guys. I write hieroglyphs in ancient hieroglyphs. Stay the chalice mid. Solve the Lord of time and magic lives. I translate through harmonic rhymes. Inaudible to average kids. Start the cataclysm. Gathered at the bridge. I'll grab my arm and gain a shattered wrist. I'm what's after living. Master religion and practice diction. I was born with sights and stars on the shorelines of Mars. Around perfect geometric structured art.
Ancient old, circle breathing in a temple, backed by the weather tops. Blood snow covered frost, wind blows pines back. Marquis de Sade, 1400s, luring innocence to the pleasures of torture. The first Spanish fly, old-fashioned Catholic ways. Black-haired, fair-skinned scarlets crucified. Vanish eyes.
A bag of lime and a shovel. Some chick found dead without the sign of a struggle. The blood coagulated when she was examined naked. There was nothing left of her face because the rats had ate it. Killer relocates with no trace. Dumps the corpse in a remote place. Another cold case. I leave bedwetters on stretchers with chest spreaders. Got some little perplexed, nervous girl with firm breasts. Mother furnace. That's the scent of a burnt flesh. Guess what? You're next. Any other method would hurt less. 27 confirmed dead in my work shed. Faces squirt red. Welcome to the Brooklyn butcher shop, where we swung cleavers out of space to check how good a chop and couldn't stop. Crippled thugs cut their thumbs down to little nubs. Drunk at the pubs, nothing but drugs. Cadavers wrapped in the rug behind the straws covered in bugs. Imagine how much pain is felt. Faces melt, blades on conveyor belts and devices I created and made myself. You found the next day cause nobody came for help. You should burn for your lies. I sit there and watch the maggots squirm in your eyes, but yawn, turn it to flies.
I sit on lions for rugs, circle enemies with archers hiding in shrugs. Hack them to pieces and begin drying their guts. For insulation lining our huts. Wheelbarrow body parts piling up, violent blood. Soldiers will flag march in line to a drum. No time to rest and kneel. Over my shoulder the ball and chain aside the crusted shield. You see life's not suffice. I live outside of God's grace, holding a grudge like a torch for a light. Prepare for madness, eye socket filled with maggots. Skin torn from side, blood drip from the bandage. Bandit from body steel arrows. Walking with spears besides a horse and wheelbarrow. Like maces, sledgehammers and steel narrows. Real power.
I meditate, I'm a peaceful guy. Improvise with chicks like, okay, she can breathe but leave her tied. I'll choke her face to face with both hands and watch her spirit leave her eyes. Snort lines off butter knives. Once it's one tab, it's the other five. It's binocular vision to the other side. I drive a punch buggy with a squad of dead cheerleaders stuffed inside. Legs sticking out from the side. Let the lighter cane numb the mind. Rewind. When I see an attractive woman walking down the street, I think it would be nice to date her, but I wonder what her head would look like on a stick. Circle breathers, venting, ventilation, ancient oak. 3 Vikings. I eat my own arm.
To the uttermost regions of the globe have not the indignant winds bruited its unparalleled infamy? Outcast of all outcasts, most abandoned. To the earth art thou not forever dead.
Behold the face of the oracle. Jak Progresso, ID. Chemical seeking. Yo. The prophet's prophecy, happiness impossible to me. Winter I drag high priest to the town square, demanding my future foretold to see. My eyes are swollen from the solar beams. I live through souls and dreams, the omen seed. Who owns the beats? Of course I'm force-fed, starving. Ill with words like George Carlin, the loner armed. All's at stake like Joan of Arc. Fuck if your poem's a smart idea, pull your card. Grab your limbs and pull apart. On your boulevard, I'm full of heart. Pull towards the dark, but enlightened like lightning strikes. Brighten nights upon my release date. Observe the thunderstorm, sightings of other forms. Summer's warm, I summon swarms of locusts at dawn. Smoking a bomb, folk got a heart open across. I'm ancient like Oak in the Forth. For wars I bring Trojans to war. Fuck rap, this is more than thought. Moping I'm lost, all I hold down's the fort. Fold clowns and fall like origami fortunes. You're full of shit like porta bodies broken. Lord ID, God I've spoken through the Ark's covenant, but condemned and summoned again quick. Like intergalactic master builders, cadavers of travel thrillers, erecting pillars made from rock from a far off mountain village.
I glide high with S4 Area 54 Sky Spy, Fuel Element 115 and 19,000 hours of flight time. I conduct experiments like lab-coated nuclear physicists with stolen evidence proving high gravitational attraction and heaviness of my craft's foreign elements. Spit references since 1980's crash of the forest incident like Rendlesham. Receive signals from Air Force installations like Paul Benowitz. LSD, alien hardware, structural maps and chemist kits. MJ-12 files and liquid-filled vats and vials of cattle parts and earthquake tendons ripped. Triangular sky formation over the Capitol building float authentic discs. Telekinetic messages. Luminous light ray emissions from ionized air propelled from flaps and engine slits. Yellowish and amber orbs float arc patterns with treading light next to it. Antenna, tentacle like feelers extend from ships. As I linger at the end of trips, I can see alien city lights from the edge of cliffs. I expose this pagan ritual like Kissinger at the Grove with Alex Jones. Eisenhower, Reagan, and the occult. In black, red velvet, and silver robes. Snallian globe, slug-like parasite alien hosts. Caesarean probe, spoon-fed deception. Generation X astounded. Activists, American air raid sirens sounded. Wires from taps rounded. House surrounded, turned to a military bunker and camouflage mesh crowns it. Kings, you know the deal, camp out. Who eats rooms in tantric positioning flex and drop hits in the tent. I flashback trips when I sweat. I road trip through the west and drive back with the stiff sitting opposite to my left. Return home, beat the stomping block chicks to the shed. Try them on to see if I do not fit in the flesh. This summer's hot, bags of lime block, whiffs of the death. Under my porch, pastimes locked in crypts of cement. Let decomposition send rot, drifted events. I apply anti-forensic ops that cops didn't invent. Spring cleaning and asbestos masks. I'm all pissed and got sick from the stench. Sheetrock spackled on clocks, sync with the wrench. Do I go months without killing? I stopped for 6 but then fled. Kitchen countertop got chipped when I chopped limbs with the wedge. No fingerprint, fingertip band-aid. Multicolored pinwheel spinning fan blade. Jak Progresso still backing Ted Bundy litigation campaign. Too hungry camp came. My vocal volcanic mouth blowing soot, townspeople called me ashtray. The burnout who came to class late. War not peace. Trails follow the red flag wave. What groupie is naive and stood right by Jak? Wander in and out of venues. I don't even look like I rap. It's a crooked brat. I killed my cat. Cut its head off, twisted as the bolts I nailed it down with. Our parents found it, sent to a counselor and talked in circles and swear them down quick. I refuse to be subjected to restraints and wear them outfits. I'm all grown and don't care about shit. I move back up in the woods in the care of mountains. Stare at mound sniff, won't sit down, scared of couches. The smell of sailing trails around steps. Drifted under doors and got to the tenants I shared the house with. Cops report nightmare announcements. Legs and arms of a runaway and the missing person's jawbone it was found with. I can feel the torso and mouth rip. Don't get caught unless I run into a courthouse yelling I'm responsible for 37 separate possible murders of local college students and prostitutes. I operate on victims in my garage with a lot of tools. Chainsaw, got its use, gas lines dripping fossil fuel. Axe struck the stomach, cracked the spine and followed through. Limbs put in plastic bags, hydrochloric acid baths and cardboard boxes too. Meridian chopped in two, got so sick I swallowed puke. And that's it, I'm out. 1992. Yeah, yo. Mushroom Man, Mushroom Head. They call me Laughing Giggles. Yo, I cut the yak in white, but you can see my eyes light up like traffic lights. Give Jak shit, unplug it, give it back and bright. I'm no left wing or right wing, ride the horseback in pale white. In motels, I'm fucking tripping face. The doorway looks like space. I plug holes for life to come in and embrace. My flow's eccentric but strenuous when lifting. My balls are huge. 155. Yo, my balls are huge. They're at least. I use them to jump off cliffs and stretch into a parachute. I'll glide for 500 years and come down with a beard. Have my balls wrapped in it here. I got the mic screen to spit punches. I'm on mushrooms and crunches. Blue nylon socks. 1960 rock. I didn't live then, but I was in a little pod. I could hear laughing even though. Check this out. Yo, hemisphere prone. I'm an orb. I probe the earphones. On my subconscious, I act optic and spit off laser beams and bounce off Mario Kart world and please save a suburb. Backwards riddles the Chester cat with another tab. I start to giggle again, I laugh. In front of me's a tab, I jump on it, wrap myself in it like a sleeping bag. I'll trip for face, I'll trip for space. I'll bleed and fucking sweat coming out. The warlock calendar, doors locked, calibers. Yo, I can't stop laughing or I'd be able to spit with a trench coat and an elk forest that killed it on the medieval ancient oak. Stay afloat and run cobblestones and gray stones and coal and skulls I kick up. I can't stop laughing. My eyes sweat. What? I can't do it anymore. I can't stop laughing, man.
No te quiero, que ahora mis besos. Que no te quiero, que ahora mis besos. Quiero, quiero besos. Quiero, quiero besos. Quiero, quiero besos.
Yo,
Yo, I take bold hits, I burn road spliffs down to road clips. They use propaganda cause the shit sells. I grow my amputated limbs back with salamander skin cells. Smack faggots, I don't have to cast spells and black magic to blast cells through flap jackets. When we mad, we grab hatchets. Fucking assholes, we bash skulls. Replace babies and pregnant women with kittens, sold them back clothes. Strangle, leave victims in bathrobes. Break into the house with black clothes and stab throats. Say nothing but fat quotes. This is espionage, we cut rappers into pieces to make MC collage. Slugs turn your face to an empty facade. Better be ready for God, turmoil. Burn corn oil, poured in your eyes. Alucard is the lord of the flies. You drop one to the floor, more of them rise. With rhymes to alter their minds. Fucking
Kiss the Jak back on the block. Everybody. Semi-automatic street sweeper. Volume 9. Praise the Christian Lord. Rap shit. Positive. Yo. I hibernate dolo on a toilet bone, porcelain throne, robo. Piss shadow sea voyage like Captain Strobe. Extra homo, sending wind sails, voice flags, the cat sort with the promos. From radio waves and static snow globes. Fallopian majesty, palace hole closed. When I daydream of rape, dates, ripping clothes, I bust the rust of seminal tales. Tunnel vision fade to follow the camp trails. To piggyback drug chemistry fan mail. Glow queens kept balance leaning on my veiny flesh handrail. And wallpaper crack motels a shelter for depression, powder and bag sales. I'm toasting stale ale in galliards with Vikings who fuck the air and scrape rust from chain mails. Sick of the brains frail. You wore dress rehearsed. I got my 10,000 sets take down for the negative next day. My fellow authors are stolen Indian land, painted red faced. I wrote doctorates, kiddie pool theory, shallow as dead lakes. Sweat breaks, then I see through patient stress, staring at the crowd's anxiety through chest plates. Like x-rays, I'm a fucking mess. Wait, proper pronouncement, medical head case. Pupils are nervous when I switch to lighting equipment and lens face. Nest made, train spotting in Wonderland hung like Holmes. Jerking off to my own words on Netscape. Narcissists break mirrors like Kurt. Self-hate, just a part of it. My apartment lit like Martian crit. Black light, armament. My antenna glow stick peeking out my mouth like the cock part of clits. Big shots, secretaries on the dick. My flow's calm as sick, can't market it. Hip-hop, don't want no part of it. Spit for punk rocks, Guido's honey braids and fellow garbage riff. Middle finger up, target this. You ain't on this shit. Real fans broke looking for hits through library webs like crack and carpet lint. You board game, heartless prick, Katona's pride. Thrift shop, garment clips. I'm ghetto as Harlem dips. Third world hungry, I'll starve your shit. Don't be a martyr kid. I mention names and songs and expose cover-ups like Bill Cooper and barter it. My dick hardens quick for pestilence and pajama slits. Catholic music, worship this. Christian rap like Smurf villains. Holy music, all the angels of Christian rap. Yo, piss on the earth. Astonishing music. Kiss God, Christian rap, obnoxious shit. Yeah, IDE, creative juices. Kryptonite, United Kingdom. Horographic, United States. Black Umbrella, 98. Upside down face, I'm out. Warp. That's it, man. That's a bang. Acid. Great acid break, July 06, 1968, baby. Block. Break it down. Hash plan. Acid, always. Peace. Yo, what up, IDE? Cabinet Lab. What up? May 14, 2007, Umbrellas alumni shit. Yo, 3 tabs for face, take the last tab on the stage quick. When the crowd turns technicolor, I change faces and watch them all melt like Germanic ovens fried. Concentration, go back to the crib trip, painted with sweat, sit, and eyes of animation. Fly like regurgitation, burnt in flight, kick a verse wasted. Hibernate, die white, died high. I left the capsule before the nerves escaped it. The scent, painless, I stay pissing. Peyote on the drought before the desert rain hit. Still simple, fuck with the latest. Supposed greats did, crates dig. You know the basic. Basement labor, makeshift bathroom, shower mic booth. Slave whip, sweatshop famous. Spit screen, steak rake, pantyhose stretched over shape hangers to protect cadence. They gave me pills in Montreal and sold out acid to Johnny in Vegas. 2002 summer vacation. I'm still a fan but hate this. Veterans I respect saying I'm on the next level as a poor excuse for dropping lame shit. Deflated, go ahead. I'm a self-hated visionary who uses hip-hop for 5 minutes of self-esteemulation. Drug use, pay dues, kinda. Degrade chicks, getting placed in hotels to break shit. You know you semi-made it when you can ruin a life from a studio and preteens will hold their tongues out after you say, take this. I'm spacing the worst. Slept on underdog, dirtbag reputation. President of the Keith Richards survival rate generation movement. I hate fools, fuck Buzz Aldrin and the Masons. I put atomic bomb diagram from Satan in rocket engines like Crowley instructions to pass it during Cold War invasion. I do massive amounts of drugs and blame it for the shrinking of my brain down to the size of a great pit. Aimless, cocked, cross-space crib. After the cane flipped, I don't own evil drug rap and don't claim it, but I stay sick. My others fade off into the wonderful world of everything sucks on the playlist. But it's all love like ecstasy, traces and a rapist. A sudden wave hits of excitement as I stay with her bloated corpse, eyes puffy and pasted, shut with cake lids. Walking through cemeteries blaze, sitting under a window by a grave lit. Oak tree ciphers, blunt cherries look like goblin horde campfires in the distant hills, faded. Ancient oak shit, lectures one, summon them, dark chants and shit. Gather round, levitating shit, the auditorium and shit. Shop, book shit, yeah. Black umbrella shit, organization, alumni, Cardinal, 78, cabinet. Chalk the pentagrams, led the lambs, corpse bed the land, thoughts bent in half. Mr. Seminar locked in, snort 7 grams, night vision, knock reds and scan. Dark red sedan, I'm a cult like the Cooper movement. Goofy doofus genius, scumbag loser music. Lose it, peroxide bottles and Q-tips. Spit cause I'm stupid. Fuck with your severed head like a chimp with a Rubik's. Can feel the gravity pulling my skull and split with the moon shifts. Diluted, cooking cubics. Room lit, poison, shroom trip, blue piff, paranoid when I do shit. Alkaline fumes drip, confused kids. Emo, I'm not a student. If you caught my album, abuse it. Use the cover to break down blow. And do sniff, lose it. Elucid, elude kids. Lift, igloo bricks. Clip, liberal shit. Kick, riddled list. Strobe lights, signal ships. Slow dismal, hit, dip, tissue spliffs. Lift through mist. High till I hit the ceiling and stick to it. Come down like icicles drip.
The Hawkeye glance that stalk side bears with bare hands. You get no fair chance. I'm in tune, strewn with sacred Hindus. I might have no pole but control the skies the winds do. And since June, my soul stole, won't float home. Sensitive penmanship with emphasis. My pen aligned to the moon that orbits planets beyond our zoom. In a room sit, room lit, not giving 2 shits. Free fuck, smoking tree trunks in the sea sung. Get your carrier keyed up. The locksmith, monster like Loch Ness, Dr. Doctrine. Lots of chicks on my jock quick for my greatest concoction. Masters of lost thoughts, you wanna take shots? We call laws, your marks. Appalled by the fall of your so-called artists. But blow balls, get fucking thrown off your throne, boss. Soldier persona, coded in honor. Cryptic decoded quote from the father. Smoking the ganja, lope to the throat of your daughter. Hopeless disorder, dip blood, soaking the sword up. Eyes envious when I enter in. I bust the chin of any whack motherfucker making an assumption. This
something about these kids who see what you do and see themselves in you, but they're really just vicarious. And fuck my old friends, I've even told them I got no time for holding down. Cats who think they know my sound but don't even know how they're holding out. Snicker, whisper, all fake like glitter. You think you put me on, your shit is bitter. Snakes quiver in the litter. Just because I don't bitch and moan doesn't mean I don't listen. So pitch the tone, I'll rip a crypto, beat that chrome. And peace to my peeps that know and show love. And fuck those that don't and won't budge. They'll perpetrate all day, but don't got the balls to say it to my face. So fuck you, fuck your whole crew too. Cats are pushovers like dominoes, no honor codes. Yale, holler tomorrow, bro. Follow your motto down the sorrow road. Forsaken's a dollar road under your hollow nose. Hundreds act like they gotta blow, but don't got the heart to show. Arbitrary, this art is scary. I'm barely making rent. Stay in bed spent. Lately, I feel like there's no escape.
And that you hate me, I know exactly what your fate be and what your mental mind state be. Saying that you hate me, I know exactly what your fate be and what your mental mind state be.
Mechanics tend to grab the axe and then hack his friend. I like to slow down at accidents and check for bodies. Still belted in the seats and 2 burning rectal lobbies. Here's my CD with 2 extra copies. Eval never see me smile. I like to corrupt and spread the violence to each child with freestyles. But meanwhile, if I don't keep smoking weed, I'll be old and senile. Trying to freestyle Clyde the dead MC pile, which reaches sky for 3 miles. Fuck with us, you bout to die. I like to keep heads in jars of formaldehyde. Pickled and refrigerated, simple, get obliterated. My new little single isn't rated. Shit is sacred, where I spit is hatred. Alucard be taking souls, breaking skulls, leave your brains exposed and faces with gaping holes, reciting from sacred scrolls.
The rage of bulls with horns, I throw skulls at the sun as they turn into souls. I'm one with the key to the piano, to the galaxy to each note. I pass sand dunes on moonlit skies on a beach road. Dripping blood, I leave poems as I lead goat to slaughter and breathe smoke. Legs and arms grab, yelling heave ho. Discreet scrolls, elite throws, scribe the wrong key but wrong keyhole. I thought you would fear the smile, but the lips removed and the teeth shown. I walked amongst the shadows of people, past statues of Ezekiel, thinking that of which of a thought is really that of what's evil. I could calm a wild horse with a wave of a hand, dance and pray for rain for the land. Outside a cave fire, his eyes gazed in a trance.
In like a halfway house shelter type, like for a drug program, you know, like curfew and all that bullshit. I can't break curfew again, because if I do, then I get thrown out. And I'll have people crashing places.
Yeah, this is Jak Progresso. I'm actually somewhere by a casino in Vegas. I just picked up a jogger. I had it wrapped in my trunk. I don't know what I did with it. I wore her face upside down so I could see out of the mouth. I don't know if that's going to be a problem here. I'm trying to get directions there, and I gotta change the clothes. Okay.
Because he runs about, making mischief, telling tales, and eating rags and pieces of leather from the village rubbish heaps.
That's right. And it also teaches us how much God really loves his people.
That's right, peace to the brilliant generation. Black Umbrella Guild, Johnny 23, Low Deck RC, Germany, Europe, ID, Alucard, Getty, Shice, Box Guts, Vader. I've been dope ever since amphibian wax envelopes for fans I'm chillin' with. I sit at home broke with plans I'm villainous. I got flows to make you feel like a kid again. I've been dope ever since amphibian wax envelopes for fans I'm chillin' with. I sit at home broke with plans I'm villainous. I got flows to make you feel like a kid again. I told this chick to stare like she just died
when I'm fucking her, in love with her. If she doesn't, she'll suck into busting hurts. No virgin fingers up in my cousin first. You don't know? I'm numb. Quitting drugs doesn't work. Tucked in shirt, button to the top. Got a dozen nerds ready to ruin their lives over me busting verse. I buzz at first. Smoke weed, get geeked with an oven curse. Self-destructive, color spur. The arc of a park, slope rooftop. My crew crop grids, positioning birthstones and moon rocks. Cultivating shroom drops. Hit bunkers in lab coats with blue blocks to watch nukes drop. In plumes, plutonic blankets settle on 5-level cube blocks. The radiation reaches the boondocks. They threw water on the fuse box, balloon pop. I'm too odd, drop out in tune blocks. In a room, spook the tune clocks. The rules stop when I shun the fool's flock. Rock, square pegs and suit smocks. Loose, I grew pots, and the black lights and tombs locked. The hatching process occurs after the cruise rock. Cambodian bamboo swamp, weathered malaria infested. Platoon cot, give the goon props. Piece the rehab orphans and deviants with tools cocked to move rocks. I've been dope ever since amphibian. Wax envelopes for fans I'm chillin' with. I sit at home broke with plans I'm villainous. I got flows to make you feel like a kid again. I've been dope ever since amphibian. Wax envelopes for fans I'm chillin' with. I sit at home broke with plans I'm villainous. I got flows to make you feel like a kid again.
ID, don't sleep, nah, he's making moves. I see holes in walls that I'm breaking through. I eat eighths of shroom, nah, I'm taking two. I need nymphos just to make it through. For my fans, I'm never holding back. Girls love to hold my hands and worship my lower half. They oversaturate. I'm from an embryo hatched in space and evolved from out this planet snake with plans to take your next level shit to an undimensional state. Our tribes gather with life-size banners, insight with grammar, spit audio gamma, phantasma, hands labyrinth, Sabbath, chants from tablets, tablet data. Sit back and see the magic patterns, mad pricks chatter. But it's a dull silence. I'm all over the city like patrol sirens, astral projecting soul pilots. A big dagger to your pole knowledge. Till I'm hip-hop Mick Jagger won't like this and won't fight it. To the party where artists are promoted, I wasn't invited. Maybe I should kiss ass more often, but I'm more like fuck a corporate. Fuck y'all this, A&Rs wouldn't know what to call this. Couldn't expose our war is. I won't sign your contract for your fountain pen or a pound of regs. And I don't care about your 1,000 friends, I'm not even down with them. I'm trying to shit.
Among these forbidding rock formations near Qumran, two young shepherds looking for lost goats found something quite different.
One of the animals allegedly sacrificed was a horse such an
Also speak of strange.
More shocking to humans. I gotta sit down. Sensibility development sacrifice. An old practice.
Also speak of strange sky vehicles.
I kick the smell of piss. Horse fed till belly split. I hang up brains still attached to the nervous system so they look like jellyfish. I don't want to catch demos, don't try to sell me shit. Weak-minded, beating heart liberal John Kerry kids. I'm building roofs, clipping Wall Street pelicans with pellet clips and black suits are very stiffs. When the big goats, red typewriters and heavy trips. I'm a bad trip, clearly sick. Tibetan Book of the Dead, I'm where Leary is. Walking delirium, I float in your orbit of helium. I help the globe rock. Chisel stone blocks, cipher in the grove with gold flocks. And expose shops with aerial photos of the capital shaped like the symbol of Moloch. The cult's ox with a scented capstones prop on the White House lawn. Yo, that's my... Alright, that's cool.
Sheer imagination.
Also,
we should no longer permit ourselves to dismiss accounts of sky vehicles and traveling deities as sheer imagination. Also speak of strange sky vehicles.
Yo, I got net propulsion and guidance. Lights blink like Simon. I evolve into a virus. Black umbrella assignment. Cognizant of science. Pupils widen. Awareness heightened. In hyphens. Till change of climate. Psilocybin was sent here by an alien alliance. Triple sun horizon and quarter moon and quadruple alignment. Stars brighten till I spin. Colors vibrant. I spit synthesized cytotoxic, saliva's noxious, resembles aerosol agents and mutagenics transported in silo rockets. Anyone in test site mic radius dies from toxins. Casualties when blind and paralyzed from spinal blockage. Files locked in cabinets containing black and white photographs of unidentified flying objects shot in Vietnam by cameras placed in the pilot's cockpit. I'm wondering, spring
Sheer imagination.
topless.
We should no longer permit ourselves to dismiss accounts of sky vehicles and traveling deities as sheer imagination. Also speak of strange sky vehicles. The natives offered fiery sacrifices. They scanned the heavens, day and night, watching and waiting. And a very curious thing happened.
Portals extend from mortal dimensions. It's plural demented mortal intervention. Aware of this inner presence presented before me. I forget a significant percent of my story as I stare towards the heavens awaiting aircraft. Start stare back, I fight bears with bare hands. I bet you couldn't bear that. Upon my two blind eyes, the sun glares past to my mind's eye and stares at a line to the stairs that climb through the air. Through time I find signs with designs that are rare. Clearly the odd shit is superior knowledge built by theories and concepts. Full logic appears through the process. Unknown sphere of the object. UFOs seen information in a mere glimpse that astonished. Gleaming light passed by the comets, encounter with cosmic. From the cockpit of a rocket, Mexican rock paintings encased in the darkness. White lights in the sky's dark quick. Regenerate like starfish above lightning storms in the Arctic. Below where they think Noah's Ark is.
They came from heaven. Sky machines they'd never dreamed of. They had to be gods. What else but gods could possess such superior knowledge? And a very curious thing happened.
The mother plane of the mind is an extension to the divine. Son of man that shine and sit high in the desired art of design. Streamline, alkaline, deny blast off in the atmosphere just like she my concubine. Orders of thought like caught by the magnetic force. When you behold in the sky, a pale horse. I witnessed some of the galactic brothers get lost. Static and energy swirl about my body. See, I am the crab that will break through the very boundaries of math. As I fornicate with space, my body disintegrates. A helix of radiation then vibrates in my face. Colored pulses of light emanate from my body in flight. That outline, 7 chakras at night. Hover out in the air to the whole squad to the pair. A wheel inside of a wheel reveal. The gods is in there, the controllers of time, the focus of the dimensional line.
They came from heaven. Sky machines they'd never dreamed of. They had to be gods. What else but gods could possess such superior knowledge?
Yo, I believe in a prolonged arrangement of dimensions and altering of perceptions. Living in the conscious mind's vortexes to obtain travel through unopened doors of human senses. I tap into electric airwaves pulsing from telephone cables and socket connections. Extract sound from chord extensions and form words from voltage projection using sign language, splendid light and artistic expression. I gaze at hell through unrested eyes and follow the signs of hexes. Led by a guide from a lost shamanistic tribe of circle breathers wearing a bird skeleton necklace. My flesh vessel and glowing orb inside is separate. Touching a wall of water is the exit and feel as though I came back to reality. That's perfection, carbonic like corpse preservation.
However, and a very curious thing happened. What else but gods could possess such superior knowledge? The strangers had brought fabulous treasure with them from the skies. They had to be gods. A new cult was born from the encounter between a primitive people and visitors from a highly developed, technically superior society. Sky machines they'd never dreamed of. And a very curious thing happened. They didn't.
Yo, what up? Johnny 23, low deck. Piece the box, guts, painter in the corner. Violence is dead. Progresso shit, lecture 1. Yo, good morning PM. As I mope the loft, sleeping, unwrapping like I'm dope. Envelope ecstatic. Puffin' packed babbit. Memoirs of a broke addict. Quick coke. Okay, we kick the habit. No dro, broke bowl. Black swag lit, follow the rabbit. Tracked it down to the blue shroom. Cap patches, bordering the black pit. Took a nap quick. Woke up with a gray beard and tree bark overgrowth on a flannel jacket. Perfume the flat with pennies and cat piss. I'm known to attract chicks, molested, depressed from dad's dick. Pat's wrist, manic, on Lexapro and Snap Xanax. I could be a crass prick, call women receptacles, dumpsters and trash lids. Troll high schools in a hatchback whip, flashing preteens the cactus. This is a Jak classic, upper class kid stuck in crack traffic. Put a spell on Westchester, peasants can't lift the famine. What happened? I'm just suspended above a pile of bloated fat stiffs, dangling in a swing harness, jerking off because I've had it. Lab lit, 20th century oil lamps and wax wicks, hash lips, 50 albums, a billion daps, and 2 waxes. Wow, wonder where my platinum plaque is. Won't get a dime, I guess, till this fad passes. Yeah, this think tank is lavish. A bunch of apple seeds, indignant hacks, no cap, narcissistic, fascist. No worries, denial feels me like a phantom phallus. Sap drips, rap grass and a water glass. Chalice and bubble black magic. Sick with this genre, sick from it. Contract rashes, kidnap, snatch, vanish. Act passive, but stab axe to the tab splash. When ligaments fly and trails back the fragments. Looks like a bad trip, hope it sticks to the back of the pallet. Wag the dog, control the badasses. Whatever. You guys coming with like some kid snatch, you guys wanna do that? Snatch vanish, I'm the loser without the locker. Snatch vanish, I'm the loser with the fucking snatch vanish. Kid snap, snatch vanish. I'm Mr. Nobody, wait for applause. If I talk to you, I rap it, probably because I'm bored. Yawn, crack heathen, built like a brick meth lab. The spacecraft, gas breathing. Strawberry, alarm clock, sequence, blunts rap, sap seeps in the flat, cause Jak hit the Hamptons that weekend. Came back with tracks and unsuited wounds from stab defense. Hippied out with a beard like Cat Stevens. I'll go to your show and dip, I'm good at leaving. Wait, I thought that, let's finish it all, whatever. I'll fucking circle the law off like whatever. Yo, peace to RC in Germany. Everything sucks, oh no, here's a rhyme flow. Yo, Jak the gypsy, runaway boy, the red-headed stepchild return. Wear some clothes that match. Box guns, scribble me a order of a graphics. All alumni shit, whether the sweater cap deck with the whole hell donkey. We still building snowmen, you know the deal. Off the road shit, yeah, back to 02. That shit's out. Sweden, peace.
Creative juices. Alucard, ID on the board, creative juices. The holy man read the scripture and scripted in the ancient fixture and whispered this word, Alucard. He who walks behind him will follow God. It is proven he can't be human. You can't stab or shoot him. Cut him into little cubes, then end up having to stomp in his pieces, cause they're still moving. Even then you couldn't get him to stop. Look in the sky and angels from the heavens will drop. Creative juices, my crew, I'm a rep of the lot. Even been told, people speaking in codes. I seen the elite in their robes, undergo ceremonies at Bohemian Grove. I don't know much, so I'ma leave it alone. The prophecy of Africastani, the two plural beings that probably occupy inside his body. The Christians call him the liar, the false messiah, devil himself with the globe spinning in his palm of fire.
Yo, mic check, yo. ID, Alucard, lifelong.
Creative juices.
Yo, I conjure cons to conquer, the commodore of connoisseurs. I walk through lava walls, armed with swords, the art of war. Taught to pour, chariots with chains, break through barricades, embrace the barren ways. With the paramace, I tap the tips, stare at space. Outside of God's grace, I slowly wait to kill an infidel, my only path to a holy place. I travel for days across rugged terrain and gaze at battle blades, leaving little trace like a rattlesnake. I dabble in pain, drinking blood from the dragon I slain. I
I'll jab at your face with a jagged edge blade. Far from lavish, these ways are savage. Parade the madness as the brave and valiant invade. Against manes on stallions and chains. I show no remorse, friends. Even when the corpse dead, I tie the torso to a horse leg, then torch them to ensure the torment. With a hat to the knife, I have your skin chunk roam like slugs in the afterlife.
Afterlife, you know what I mean? We ain't playing with this.
Yo, I just want to feel something at the end.
Hit you in the head raps.
Okay.
The missing link, bring it all together. Dark clouds, even darker skies, foggy, stormy weather. But in the mist, flags wave and lions' jaws. Red, gold, green, star engraved. This been the last days, the cold age. Like wine and cellar, the concoctions aid. Save to savor in the last days. I break bread, reason with the dreads. About how we gon' fight these bald heads. Get up, stand up, prophesize through vibes like Marley. Take y'all on rides on black star lines. Through rough currents on the Nile. The scenery, pyramids and sphinx with nose broken. Don't let me talk about certain jewels missing. Might have you zoning out thinking. Analyze conspiracies, check the DVD. Revolutions televised.
Out of the slime and darkness it comes to inflict its life-destroying poison on the careless, the unwary, the unprotected.
Check this out. Weather times. I'm from Gorgoroth. Shit's going right up hot as shit right here. Who cracked the asphalt? I'm staring at mirrors on fast forward. Blow up ciphers after the oven gas blowing. I'll pull the balcony down to where the last row is. The last flow is undetectable media mass poets. Continue female harvesting during summer months, the breeze blowing into my neighbor's backs, the hardest thing. A man exists with wild wings. The Lion King squats in circles of fire rings. My delusions get worse every day. I rehearse what I say before I leave home to watch you fold skirts working away. You may not recognize me, but we met for sure. I sit 3 rows in back you during lit course just like a nerd. Right now your schedule is booked through the 3rd. I pass you from a distance and turn my direction, but don't say a word. You're a guest in my house. There's a vacancy on the side couch when chain mounts are bolted to my mouth.
Indecision, the playbill reads, pay no intermission. In Spanish Inquisition vanishes into submission. Spineless, due to crystallization from tripping. Serums from syringes dripping, binging. Spitting fire next to kindling. The kingpin, ringleader of a drug cartel in England. So step back when I kick. If you neglect the fact that I'll rip your spine out your back with one swift swing. I rip wings off angels. You're all anal like MILF Hunter. It makes me wanna kill someone with a drill gun stunned. I attract heat but never sun. The clever one, sever taste buds from your tongue, never run. Demonic with guns and knives. I was summoned by signs in the sky. We're dancing the drums in the night. I'm one of a kind, and one with the tide. It's full moon, but inside I'm half empty, my soul too.
Behold the wrath of dungeon magic. Tongue spins graphic. Fair-skinned maidens receive punishment through stomach lashes. During strobe light flashes. Bloodletting done by Catholics and church addicts. Newborns baptized in battery acids by pagan blacksmiths. I use my body to transmit ghosts to a metal helmet fastened. Relaxed in, the electric chair strapped in. So when I open my mouth, souls fly out for being trapped in. Asthma gasping, during fang retraction. Pregnant virgins giving birth to premature contractions. In demise classes, lobotomies practiced on corpses I robbed from crematories. Piggybacking, dug up caskets. Horse and carriage from crematories back to labs on flatbeds. Barbaric tactics, wheeled battle axes, ball and chain cranium bastions. Slice out meat from carcasses and fractions and served to my army as rations. Flesh extracted, one is the rain jacket just to see your reaction. My environment in closed tracks. On horse against the wind, my hair blows back. I swallow spikes to the back of my neck, looks like a railroad track. Aerial view of a cornfield with priests crucified on scarecrow racks. Campers found, werewolf scratch.
We shall soup.
soon start on our long journey. We shall soon start on our long journey. The Wandering Wizard sang. Foreign and Company at your service.
Yo, it's the ALU, Alucard. The Creative Juices Production 2006, Brooklyn. Yo, the devil's waiting, the mental cravings, put flesh back like pencil shavings, reveal the metal plating underneath, puff a blunt a leak like every other week. Witnesses from the street, spot someone's feet, sticking out the box, floating up the creek. I'll cut your cheek, go to clubs to wallflower and absorb power. Chill with kicks that store powder. Castles in our soil are guarded by gargoyles that shoot beams when the eyes leave enemies jawbone. We murder MCs when we sleepwalk, leave them on the street, outline the police talk. If we don't bury them underneath floors of Marine Park. More homicide detectives are like police talk. I'm tripping on shrooms I ate, plucked from the beanstalk. Release anthrax pores and jam-packed saws. Fuck my room up, then ransack yours. A raw blend without a pad or pen. I swing hammers by the fork end till they're caught in the forehead of your poor friend.
Yo, set sail, I ride the trail. Eyes wide glare, side swipes, blindsided by the mind flare. In darkly thin air, I hear voices in the wind scares. Dimension suction, pulsate through pin hair. Soul salivate, I control, calibrate, sin stare. Back to empty reflected glass, I've been there. Time lapse, entries open portals and fly past. Mortals and math, in short road to a road of wrath, where I look over the overpass and laugh. Angels push boulders up my shoulders to hatch. Chain transitions to the crash. Drain thoughts through my eyes lost. At last the palace of God, still ambience, to still after the war, still after it's lost. Chill shadow, I'm shot from mills in paradise with an arrogant rot. Black op, airdrop, I circle the crop like blood circulates while hunters insert the stake. First mistake, debate that I deserve a break. Lurk in earthless space, will plots to birth the race to erase the current wave. Sweat drips from my brows as I turn the page and ride the horse that burns with rage. My bloodline boils to flood minds, encased in flames, but can't convey what's outlined to portray. My portrait in orchards written in veins. Vines the finest, footstop wine is drained. To the golden grail I made. He who dwells doesn't pursue what is dealt. I drag the chains and smell the fascist ways. But fascinate, bulbs flash, I flash back, smash flaccid brains to acid rain.
Yo, bubble lens with a buffalo. Check this out. Bubble lens acid test, electric Kool-Aid. The strawberry statement, basement bootleg, Nazi shoelace. Lynch rappers to the wooden plank holding the noose breaks. I circumnavigate, circle sand lakes, irrigate, using a hand rake. Studios clam bait, used to do coke till my hand shake. Serotonin glands spray at psychedelic band plays. Any session is a drug spot, hang around bus stops and sell my album and get high school chicks to give me tug jobs. Shine braces with cumwads, on some trick or treat, he's scary goblin. Levitate goth chicks with umbrellas like Mary Poppins. I live at the Middle Earth, a hairy hobbit. Hold halfling pipe, I packed pot. Corpses dug up from plots and latched locks. Head cut off and placed in a hacked box. Flesh stripped to be used as flags. And draped like curtains behind the stage for a backdrop. I'll sit on a stump and carve this shit on a trunk. Dump bodies in sanitation barrels and seal the lid on the drum. Look over ridges, talking to a stick missing a tongue. So high, I can piss on the sun. Bury remains of the bridges near police districts in a ditch filled in with mud. More acidics into victims through a hole drilled in the skull. Murder an entire family in a farmhouse and film clips when I'm done. Stripped naked, rocking a chair on the porch, sitting in front. I'll skip through the path of the woods, cast spells from behind the mask in the hood. When I spit, you can smell the ashes and wood. Ravenous. Heard it 1423.
Yeah, I got mad stab wounds on my hand, trying to make them. Oh shit, blowing up, superstar.